You see, girly girl, there was a time in my life when I was so afraid to do things for myself, by myself, and with myself that I would just allow every and any man to be in my space even if they did not meet my ideal version of a partner. But it took me a while to really understand that the only way I could effectively glow up is by ensuring that while I was taking care of my body, I was also being very intentional in my character by defining who I also allowed to be in my face on a daily basis. So if it is you're in a season of your life, girly girl, where you're too afraid to do things for yourself, by yourself, and with yourself, let this video be your sign where you understand that if you truly want to glow up, then it is very important that you also understand that the persons that you have in your circle are also very important to your glow up journey. Hello girly girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Octavia. I have been doing my Saturday/Sunday reset, and as usual I have not had breakfast all morning. Once I wake up in the morning, that's the time I take to put my apartment together, do all my washing, and just do all the necessary household stuff to get myself all relaxed. I always like to wake up to a very clean and fresh space on a Sunday morning, so I normally tend to use my Saturdays to get all the refreshing done, and unfortunately this normally takes away my ability to eat breakfast how I would want to in the mornings. And I always like to somewhat treat myself after I've finished doing all that reset and that cleaning up, girl. So that's what we are going to do. We did that in the last video, and so it's no different for this week. And I also need to get some self-care products that I have run out of. Nothing fussy, just ensuring that we have our self-care essentials, because as you know, girly girl, we need our self-care products to ensure that we are staying on top of our hygiene care or body care or skin care, all of the above. I have not even finished cleaning my kitchen to the maximum. I just need to wipe it down and clean my stove, so that's no big deal. We will do that before we actually head out to have our breakfast and run whatever little errands we need to run. We're going to cook dinner together. We are really going to be glowing up in this self-care Sunday reset video, girl. I have just been in this space of my life where I have been so dedicated in ensuring that I am doing life for me. Ever since I turned 31, I feel like I have been on a very intentional journey in ensuring that how I go about my day is exactly how I want it to go. I don't know if you guys would pick that up by now, but I'm a very internal person. I tend to do a lot of reflection on the inside, so most of the things that you hear me speak about on my channel, most of the topics that you'll hear me come up with are things that I have sat down and thought about to the depth of it, and really just see how this affected my life over the years and how I want to change that. So with that being said, the fact that I even look back a few years ago when I was in my 20s and I said to myself, girl, you were at a stage in your life where you were willing to allow just every and any man to come be talking in your face, even if they did not align with the version of the man that you wanted. You were just so lonely, you were just so desperate, you were just so in need of affection, you were just so in need of wanting somebody in your space that you allowed the very excuse of a man to be in your presence, even though you knew you deserved more, even though you knew you wanted more. Why did you allow this? Why did you accept this? What was the root cause of you wanting just every and any man simply because he's a male to somewhat be a part of your day-to-day life? What was it? And it really took me a while to understand that it was I who did not want to be in my own company. It was I who lacked self-discipline in terms of waiting until the right person came along. It was my desperation and also the pressure of other people around me telling me that, you know what, in order for you to become successful and this and that and he knows what, you need a life partner. So me not really ensuring that I was being true to myself allowed me to settle in situations that I did not belong in, girly girl. And I feel as though many of us women, we have the same cry today, where we are on this journey of leveling up our lives, we're on this journey of becoming our best self, but yet still we find ourselves trapped in relationships with men who are far from the ideal version of a life partner that we want to be with, and we don't know how to get out. And this is something that I really must say that God helped me to overcome over the years, where I was just in a place of settling. So I say all this to say, girly girl, as I'm learning in this new season of my life to do everything by myself, my Sunday resets are like a big part of it, where I have to clean my entire apartment all by myself. I have to do grocery shopping, I have to do every single maintenance work that you would want a man to do for you, I am doing that for myself right now. And I must say that even though some of them is quite hard, I still feel a lot better, because what I must say, girly girl, a lot of us women are in positions where we are with men and still having to do everything by ourselves. So why not tell these dudes that, you know what, I'm going to start doing life by myself? Why not tell these dudes that are all up in your face throughout the day, at night, around the clock, that are also affectionate only when the nighttime comes? Why not tell all these dudes that are all up in your face that, you know what, you are not my type? Why not tell them that, I'm sorry, I'm on a celibacy journey right now and it's all about pouring into me? Why not tell these dudes that have nothing to offer you that, I'm sorry sir, but at this point in my life, if you are not at a certain standard, I cannot entertain this conversation. This is where I am in my life right now, girly girl. And so as I'm really reflecting each day that God gives me on my globe journey, where I'm also learning to do the uncomfortable things like cleaning my entire apartment and doing the plumbing work, just whatever simple household stuff that you would normally think a man should do, just me having to do this by myself feels way better, I must say, than if I was completely indulged in a relationship where the actions of the man would still be forcing me to do the exact same thing. So I'm so grateful right now, girly girl, where I'm in this era of my life where I'm doing life for myself, by myself, and with myself. And that's all that matters to me right now. Let's go finish cleaning up this kitchen before we go have our breakfast. Okay, girly girl, so once you hear the voiceover, you know we're going to get deep in this conversation. For a long while, I was comfortable in settling with a man that was a work in progress than really going for one that was up to my standard. Now, I know that normally this is very hard for us to accomplish as women, but at the same time, the pressure that we put on ourselves to accommodate these men who are not up to our standards really leave us in a place where we feel very demotivated and uninspired to live out our best lives. So as we go on this life journey where we are yearning to become the version of ourselves that God created us to be, I want us to remember that if it is that we truly want to glow up, if it is that we truly want to live our best life, then we also need to be very intentional of the person that we choose to become our life partner, because this will definitely affect the version of ourselves that we end up being in real life.
Two different places, different planets.
My flowers are still looking so beautiful. They have not died just yet. So I'm just going to change the water out of it because they are not ready to be thrown out just. So I know many of you may also be saying that it is way easier said than done. But I want you to understand that I'm a single mom with 2 children. My son is 9 and my baby girl is 2. And yes, I was in this relationship for 10 years and married for 5. So I know what I'm talking about when I say it is very hard for you to make some life decisions that will alter your day-to-day activity. But at the same time, the peace of mind that I now have in knowing that I am doing life how I want to do it, then there is no greater feeling than this, girly girl. So I want you to understand that even though you may have to clean your home by yourself, even though you may have to take out the trash, you may have to pay all the bills, you may have to do grocery shopping, whatever it may be that you feel like you should have a life partner to help you to do these things. If this life partner is not matching you emotionally, if this life partner is not matching you spiritually, if this life partner is not matching the version of a man that God has ordained for you, then I'm sorry to say, girly girl, but you are not living out your best life, and you cannot live out your best life until you align yourself with the right person who can take you to level after level.
Right?
Yes.
I tried to be your everything, gave my everything, I sold out. Now just look at me, I'm a ghost with nothing left. Hollow, emptied out, what got lost can't be found. You stole every bit of me, now I can't remember. Ooh, who I am, what I like, what I do, what I'm like when without you. Ooh, should've known you're too good to be true. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven?
So one thing that I've gotten very used to doing on my self-improvement / self-love / glow up journey, and that is to pour into myself whenever it is that I found myself having to do uncomfortable stuff like cleaning my entire apartment without help. I love to go out and treat myself by eating and ensuring that I stock up on my self-care products, because this is how I replenish myself. This is how I reward myself. This is how I pour back into myself, by ensuring that whatever energy that I burned doing these things, I pour back into me. So I want this to be your sign, girly girl, where you understand that you can do the uncomfortable stuff in life by yourself until that right person come along. You just need to ensure that you are topped up on your self-care activities, and that you ensure that you are feeling your best at the end of the day. So we are back home with our little goodie bag from Sephora and Target. I just combined everything in the same bag. I think I need to go ahead and light my candle, kind of get the mood looking really cute inside here. I literally only purchased one thing from Sephora. Like, girl, I have been so wanting to try Jackie Aina's perfume, and I chose I Am Her because I completely believe that I am her, and the smell is amazing. So with that being said, girly girl, let's go right ahead and start our dinner. So it has been a long day for me, and my dinner is finally ready, and I'm going to indulge in this right now and just close off my night with my self-care activities that I won't be able to show you guys because I want this part to be really personal to me. But to tie this entire video together, I want you to always remember, girly girl, that you are a super being. You can do life by yourself until that right person come along. What is not okay is you settling in a situation that steals your happiness, your joy, and the version of yourself that God has created you to be. I want you to remember that you have to first love yourself. You have to first pour into yourself. You have to first know the version of your life that you want to live out. And so with that, I hope this video was motivational to you and inspiring to you, where you can go ahead and start making some adjustments to your life so that you can become the woman that you have always dreamt of becoming. With that being said, my name is Octavia, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye now.